Well, hello everyone. This is Dr. Ambig, your friendly rheumatologist from Onabridge MD. So today I want to talk about a book that I have read many times. It's called The Miracle Morning. And this is the newer version. Just let's be clear, I'm not paid to talk about this book, but I really, really love this book. And I want to share why I love this book so much. And you're going to see, you're going to learn so much, even listening, hopefully, to this episode. So basically, The Miracle Morning was written by, and is written by Hal Elrod. And he has a really cool story, which is that he had a really serious accident when he was in his 20s. He actually also had a pretty severe cancer with very poor prognosis, much later in life. And he used all the things from The Miracle Morning to really elevate his life. And when I got diagnosed myself with my breast cancer, my friend actually recommended that to me because everyone was like, oh, you should meditate. And you're like, yeah, sure. How do I do that? And so it's not that I didn't know how to do it. Of course, you put a podcast, like an app, or you put a YouTube video, you can follow that. I just didn't really I couldn't figure out how to put it together and to be like, to do it on a regular basis. And The Miracle Morning does just that. It helps getting this habit of waking up a little bit earlier, because we all have things to do in our lives. So you wake up a little bit earlier and you do 1 hour for you to make you feel better. And he compares that to taking a shower. So you know how, in terms of, looking good and feeling good and like your body, you're taking a shower and you will not take a shower on a regular basis, at least. Well, why aren't we doing things for our brain and for our mind? And so he has something that he calls his savers. So silence, which is meditation, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. So that's savers. I do all of them, or at least I used to do them all every day. So I would do 10 minutes of meditations, 10 minutes of affirmation and visualization. And I would do the reading for 10, 15 minutes. I would do the journaling for also 10 minutes. And I would exercise for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And the exercise doesn't even have to be that crazy, right? But like 10 minutes, it doesn't sound like a lot. And so you might be like, oh, I'm not even doing it. You know what? Like doing 10 minutes of abs made my lines of abs absolutely remarkable. Everyone is like, oh my gosh, you have incredible abs, ab line. And I was like, yeah, 10 minutes. That's all I need every morning to get those lines. And so where I want to go a little bit more in depth is the fact that when I did all of this, so it really gave me this frame, right? And I did the meditation, I would follow them exactly how they are written here, right? Like I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to put them next to me. Like silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. I would do this. I would actually finish by exercising and then take my shower. But what was really, really cool was, to do that and to just see myself be better and better every day. And at one point, like that's the first thing I would do. We wake up, that's what I would do. I would do my Miracle Morning every day. And I really think that it allowed me to focus on me and not on my illness. And I really think it was a huge part of the reason I didn't lose my mind completely and didn't go into this mindset of, oh, I'm going to die. What do I do with my life? No, I had a frame, and that frame was thanks to the Miracle Morning, the meditation, the visualization, the affirmation. The other really cool thing is that at the time I was doing this, I didn't want to be a doctor for myself. So I really was clear that when it comes to me, I'm a patient, and I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to look at studies. I don't want to look at survival rates and all of those things. My job is to heal my body. That was my job, right? But later on, because it had helped so much, I started looking at the studies behind all of those savers. And turns out there is there are like science behind all of them. There is science for meditation. Like we know it decreases the cytokine, the pro-inflammatory cytokines. We know that. We know it actually helps with hypertension. We know it can help with breathing. Like, I mean, there is zero downside and all positive stuff about meditation. And I'm not sure why we don't teach it in school, because honestly, this is something that everyone should do. Like everyone should meditate. And in fact, I'm going to ask you, everyone should meditate at least 2 minutes after this episode. And if you want to stop the episode now and just go meditate, please do it. No, seriously. And so then the other, so that was meditation. Visualization, there's actually some studies showing that you can, like, visualizing yourself healthy is good and can help you with your healing. And I think that that's so powerful to think that, hey, I'm going to visualize myself healthy. I'm going to visualize myself without pain. I'm going to visualize that I'm playing with my kid, with my grandkids, and that actually can help you, help you get there. I mean, how cool is that there's science backing that out? I think it's really cool. I'm a nerd, you know me by now. The affirmation, there's also some, it actually rewires your brain. And I think that that's actually also super, super cool to know that affirmating, like, I feel vibrantly healthy and alive. I feel vibrantly healthy and alive. And when I was scared, that is what I would say. And I would literally believe it, because I was like, oh, I feel vibrantly healthy and alive. I do feel alive. And I do feel healthy and I feel vibrantly. And so just saying that allowed me to not be in fear, but really live in that affirmation. The reading, I really like the reading because it actually was how I went back to reading. I had stopped reading. Not really sure why. I think it's because I was reading a lot of science, I was doing a lot of research. I was writing a lot and reading really just related to my research. And suddenly I'm reading for me, to help me. So reading about mindset, reading, like in this case, I was reading a lot on how to heal. And I think that is really cool to have 10 minutes of reading just for you. Yeah, it's 10 minutes, but you know what? You add 10 minutes every morning, and I'm telling you, after a month, you finish your book, like if it's not before. And in fact, for me, I had to put an alarm to stop so that I would not read more than 10 minutes, because I'm guilty of that. I really like reading once I'm in there. And then the journaling. So I had never journaled before, but really journaling is it was very important for me, because I could actually share my fears and then get out of them. So I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out, and I'm so afraid, and I feel like a failure as a mom. My kids are 3 years old. How are gonna do this? And then suddenly you're like, no, but that's okay. Like, you're doing the best you can. And it's almost like there was the me afraid, and there was this friend in me figuring things out as I was writing them. And I'm saying this in the past, I'm doing it again, finally, but I've stopped doing it on a, like, I haven't been as consistent in my miracle morning. And that's sort of my, like my declaration to the world with this podcast, that I'm doing it. That's it. I'm doing it on a regular basis starting now, exercise, even if it's 10 minutes, we know it helps your immune system. And so it's definitely backed up by science. So either you're exercising 10 minutes and you just exercise and you're doing, something that increases your heart rate, or you're going to take 40 minutes and you're going to walk outside. And maybe it's 10 minutes at first, and then after a while, it's a little bit more, but do it. And, just moving your body is going to help you. It is going to help you. It's going to help your immune system. And that's actually really remarkable to think that all of those things you can do in 1 hour, actually really 50 minutes if you just do 5 minutes of affirmation and 5 minutes of visualization. But if you do 1 hour per day for you with this, because this is just like the roadmap to it, to the miracle morning, literally you're helping your body heal and you're helping your mind heal. And how cool is that? All right, so my call to action today, in addition to come and see me if you need a rheumatologist, because I do believe that I offer good rheumatology out there. But my call to action today is go and get this book. Either you get the new book, the Miracle Morning, the updated and expanded edition, and it's out soon. December 12th, or just buy the older version. Doesn't matter. Or you know what? Just look at the savers online. They are all out there. Like this author, he believes in this. He's used it for himself. He's seen the benefit for all of those people. And I've seen the benefit for me and for my patients. And some of my colleagues also do it. And start reading. Part of the 10 minutes of reading, just make it from here and start with maybe meditation for 10 minutes. Start with reading for 10 minutes, journaling for 10 minutes, affirmation for 10 minutes, and then exercising for 10 minutes. And then you can look into more about all of those from this book. But that's my call to action today. Get this book, change your life. This is incredible. Like, you're going to thank me. And then come back to this podcast and put in the comments how much it has changed your life. All right. See you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.